Well, people across the country were glued to the congressional testimony today of Michael Cohen, the one-time fixer for President Donald Trump. But in what may be an only in Washington moment, at least some of the people here were glued to bar stools, too. For Duffy's Irish Pub co-owner Casey Callister, it was not surprising that people would be in his bar at 10 a.m. on a weekday watching a congressional hearing.
We're prepared for this. This is what we do.
Prepared for a crowd that filled every seat with their hands glued to a drink and eyes glued to the TV, all to watch the testimony of President Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen.
I think they say it was a great game watch experience.
Callister said that since a lot of his customers work on Capitol Hill, what happens today could affect their jobs.
Well, I think in D.C., when there's a big event like this, it actually impacts people's lives. You know, there's somebody that's jobs might be affected by what they say today.
What they saw was a grilling of Cohen by Republicans. They harped on his guilty pleas last year to 8 counts of campaign finance violations, bank fraud, and tax fraud. Cohen faces 3 years in federal prison, but while the hearing was serious, that didn't stop occasional bursts of laughter and surprise from the barflies.
As a pub, we've always been a place to come and debate and have a pint and talk over your differences.
But if there was debate today, it was muted from the crowd. Some in business attire, some in tees and jeans. Callister said it's the perfect place for house watchers, and he expected the bar to stay busy for the rest of the day.
We have a pretty good crowd. The pub's full. That's great at 10 a.m.
Duffy's was not the only Washington bar that opened early today for the Cohen hearing, but it did play the hearing on 8 flat-screen TVs with stadium surround sound. And it even offered a special drink, the Flipper cocktail. But the ingredients were redacted. In Washington, Alyssa, Klink, Cronkite News.